Here at Logan Bank and Trust, we are committed to serving the needs of the Southern coalfields. So if you need to borrow money, remember, we are just a click away.
Here at LB&T, we make online banking easy.
We've taken the hassle out of applying for a loan on our new website. It's as simple as going to our lbnt.com website and choosing the loan product that best suits your needs.
Your loan on your time. Visit us at lbnt.com. You're only a click away.
So if you need to borrow money, remember, we are just a click away. It's easy to apply online at lbnt.com, and all decisions are made locally. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Looking for a great selection, great prices, and a great experience on your next ATV, motorcycle, or side-by-side? Come check out Kiefer's Kawasaki.
Our number one goal is to offer you the best power sport experience at a great price.
Like this new 23 Kawasaki Teryx 4 for only $17,999.
Before you write that check, check with us.
And remember, your adventure starts here at Kiefer Kawasaki. Route 44 South, Jerry West Highway in Logan, or visit KiefersPowersports.net.
Stop by Eric Holman Drug today and let them fill your prescription. Eric Holman Drug has been serving the Chapmanville community for over 46 years. They're a proud supporter of the Chapmanville Tigers and all mountain athletes.
Come on down to the Loose Caboose Grill, located in Kermit, West Virginia. Come on in and try out their home fresh food. And go inside of the caboose and sign your name on the wall while you sit down and get you something to eat. Located in Kermit, West Virginia, go grab you a bite to eat at the Loose Caboose Grill.
We can officially say good evening, everyone, and welcome back here to Chapmanville Middle School as we are getting set for the start of our first final of the evening, as the Chapmanville Lady Tigers set to take on the Barboursville Lady Pirates. Chris Kidd with you, alongside me, James Barker, here on the D&D Sports Network. And James, Barboursville, a 29-18 winner yesterday against Crum. Chapmanville, big win, 52-18 over Williamson last night, behind Kendra Ingram's 36 points. And that's going to be the big story here in this contest. Can Barboursville find a way to slow her down and slow down this Chapmanville offense?
Yeah, I mean, she's the story, Chris. When you look at Chapmanville, 36 points last night from Ingram, and seventh grader. Got to find a way to stop her if you're Barboursville. They played really good defense against Crum yesterday, and Crum obviously put some points on the board today against Williamson. So, I think their defense is going to be up to the task. It's going to be up to the rest of the Chapmanville lineup, Chris, to kind of pick up the pace if Ingram is stymied today.
And you look at the score line for Chapmanville last night, only 4 players got into the scoring column. It was Ingram with 36, Kenna Parks with 7, Lexi Lewis with 7, and Dylan Codaspody with 2 points. Dylan Codaspody, not Dylon Codaspody.
Dylon.
For the 5 people out there that still catch that Chappelle reference.
Yeah.
But they just get introduced down on the floor, did the Lady Tigers, and now we're set to go for this championship matchup, as Crum able to take the consolation games for both the girls and the boys earlier here today on D&D Sports Network. Again, running away with it was the Crum girls against the Williamson girls, and the Crum boys throttling Jenkins just a little bit ago here on our sports network, as Ingram jumping up in the center circle with Neve Felix to get us started for this championship round. We're glad you're with us here tonight on the D&D Sports Network, as tip is in the air, and it is controlled by Barboursville. Going to the left is Parlier, gets it over far side. Looking is Pratt at top of the key now, swings over near side for Allie Chapman. She was the big catalyst in the win yesterday for Barboursville. Back up top, Pratt waiting, gets over to Parlier, puts up a 3, and she'll knock it down to get things started.
Now Barboursville starting out hot. Parlier the 3 from the outside. They have it now as a 2 on the scoreboard, Chris, so maybe correction. We had that happen in the game last night.
That definitely looked like a 3, and now they do have that fixed on the scoreboard. I was going to say she seemed well beyond the 3-point line on that. Now we get a foul on Barboursville on Chapmanville's first trip down. They're going to get that foul on Leah Souter. So that'll be her first. Again, happened to Chapmanville last night. Williamson knocked down a jumper to get the game started, and then after that, Chapmanville just ran them off the floor. As Parks gets it over far side, now into the corner. Looking for help was Codispode. He had it knocked away. Now here comes Barboursville back the other way. Chapman drives in hard right side, got forced into the corner and couldn't get the shot off well. Now Parlier, three from this side, and she knocks down back-to-back threes.
Well, that's exactly the start you wanted if you're the Barboursville Lady Pirates, and it's going to elicit a quick timeout from Chapmanville and Coach Browning.
Yeah, Coach Browning not happy with the way this game has started in the first 50 seconds. And Parlier had 5 points yesterday in the win over Crum. She hurt her knee early in that contest and left, and then came back late in the game. Helped Barboursville whenever Crum had closed the deficit before. Again, Barboursville jumped out 13-0 in that game. And Crum didn't even score until the last 2 minutes of the first half, but Crum kept chipping away, got it down to 4. Parlier hit a 3 to push the lead to 7, then another layup to push it to 9, and after that, closed on that 7-0 run to win it.
And we'll see what Coach Browning wants to do out of this timeout. He's talked to his girls, at length here. We'll see if they can get a good offensive set here and then reset on the defensive end.
Now Chapmanville set to go to work on their second possession. Again, 2 possessions, 2 3-pointers for the Lady Pirates as Parks being hounded by Chapman, looking for help, finally finds Ingram. She'll drive in, puts up a tough floater, can't bank it in, gets her own rebound back, and she'll bank it in for her first bucket.
Yeah, able to get the second chance point there was Ingram and get Chapmanville on the board and maybe settle into this game a little bit.
Chapman goes for 3, and that one online, but just short. Rebound tipped around, controlled by Pratt. She'll kick it out off of Parlier's hands, trying to save it, but it'll go out of bounds off of the Lady Pirates.
I'll tell you what, Barboursville has came out shooting here in this one. We didn't see this many shot attempts from them against Crum in that opening game yesterday.
They're really trying to hound the ball handlers here in the early going as Parks got caught in the lane, threw up a tough shot, couldn't get it to fall. Rebound tipped around. Ingram almost had it, now taken away as Chapman in a run out here. She's going to beat Parks to the basket. Layup rolls off though. Rebound put back up and in by Souter.
Right now, Barboursville outworking Chapmanville on both ends of the floor.
Again, Souter, good job by her running the floor that time, able to clean up after the miss. Inside to Lexi Lewis, kicks it over for Ingram. She'll drive right baseline, floater over the rim, no good. Rebound taken by Pratt. Up ahead, here comes Chapman again, getting behind the defense, tries to save it, bounces off the official, and to Parks' hands, and then a foul on Parlier.
Right now, Chapmanville's got to settle down, find a way to get a good offensive set. They forced the ball to Ingram a few times here in the early going of this first quarter, Chris, but really, I don't know who else you'd want to force it to, as talented as she is.
I was going to say, that seems to be the best option right now. As inside Ingram goes, trying to back in, looking for help now, and ball's loose and taken away. Parlier comes out of the fray with it. Up ahead, Chapman tried to set her feet, dribbles to the free throw line. Over to Felix, her jumper's well short. Rebounded though underneath, and going to get a turnover here. Looked like Souter maybe stepped on the sideline.
I think that's the correct call, Chris, as she stepped on that out-of-bounds stripe, and Chapmanville gets the possession back.
And 8-2 Barboursville here in the early going, and now there's another turnover taken away by Pratt. Pratt gets the angle to the basket, and she'll dribble in and score.
This is a very impressive start for the Barboursville Lady Pirates.
And now Parks just dribbles into a double team that time. We'll get a tie-up, and it'll stay with Chapmanville. That just wasn't a great idea by Parks that time. Just dribbled right into where the pressure was. Got herself into trouble.
Defensively right now, Barboursville applying that pressure to Parks, the ball handler, primary ball handler for Chapmanville, and then anytime Ingram touches it just like that, she draws the crowd.
She'll be fouled on the shot, and that'll send her to the free throw line. We're going to get the foul on Timby Kirby. That'll be her first, as she just checked into the game. Or Ripley, excuse me, I apologize. Now free throw up, and Ingram knocks down her first. And Chapmanville struggled from the free throw line last night against Williamson, just 3 of 10 from the charity stripe. Trying to improve on that here this evening. Second free throw does fall, but we're going to get a lane violation on the Tigers. Oh, wait a minute, they're going to call this on Barboursville, actually. I was going to say she hit the free throw, so if it's on Barboursville, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what the whistle was for. Did she jump over the line, step over the line? I didn't see that. So
seems
there's
like this should be
conference here between the officials. So
it seems like this should be clear cut either way.
Yeah, I mean, you take the result of the shot.
I was going to say, if it's on Barboursville, it's no harm, no foul. Free throw went in. If it's on Chapmanville, then free throw's wiped out. So I guess they're going.
Does the basket count? We're still confused here.
Yeah, we never really got an official ruling on that, but I assume, since they haven't put it on the board, that it's no good on the free throw. Now Coach Browning getting an explanation. Well, now they put the point on the scoreboard. Wow, this is kind of unnecessary, to be honest. Yeah, again, there's a lot of conversation over nothing here.
So bucket's good, and we move on.
Lord. Now Chapman now gets a 3 from the right side. That one no good. Rebound ripped around. Taken away now by Dingus. Gets it up ahead to Parks. Now underneath, cutting to the basket. Layup does fall through.
Chapmanville able to leak out there and get an easy layup in transition. We saw that happen a lot of times for them against Williamson yesterday as Chapman continues to fire from that right wing.
And she hasn't converted yet. As rebound taken by Parks, but had it bumped away from behind. Picked up by Parlier. She'll get it up ahead. Driving in from the right elbow. Foul from behind. Counted in the foul.
She has not missed on the other hand.
Souter, 4 points right out of the gate here. And draws the foul as that's going to go against Parks. Checking into the game now will be Kendra Felix. As Parlier will get a breather. Souter just had 2 points yesterday in the win over Crum. It's doubled that so far, and now then some. 13-6, Barboursville out of the gates quickly here. After they struggled on offense yesterday, and now you're going to get a foul up top against the Lady Pirates.
Called that one on 22.
That's going to be on Allie Chapman. That's going to be the 4th team foul now against Barboursville. So the next foul will put Chapmanville in the double shot penalty for the rest of the quarter. It's over to Ingram. She'll stop, pops a 3 from the right side, and Kendra Ingram has all of Chapmanville's points here in the first quarter.
Such a quick release from Ingram there. She was able to stop right there and hit the bucket from the outside.
Actually, I should say 7 of the 9 points, but now the scoreboard has Chapmanville at 8 instead of 9. So again, we'll check on that as Souter gets inside. This time won't convert, and Ingram comes out of the fray with it. We get a whistle and a double dribble on Ingram. So unless they called Ingram's last shot at 2 instead.
We weren't watching the official on that, so they haven't made any adjustment, and there's been no question to it so far, so it must have been marked a 2.
Yes, we'll put it down that way for the time being. As jumper from the corner, that hit off the side of the backboard and the top of the backboard, so not a great angle that time from Felix on that shot attempt. Now Chapmanville trying to withstand this early barrage from Barboursville. Trailing it by 5 as Ingram saves it, gives it off underneath. Lexi Lewis snags it, and this is on the jumper, rebounded by Pratt.
Lewis had a good look there, just couldn't finish and then couldn't get the rebound back, and here come the Lady Pirates.
Underneath, jumper off the mark that time for Ripley, knocked out of bounds, and last touch by Chapmanville.
Good action up and down the floor for both clubs right now. Chapmanville trails by 5. They're trying to get a stop and a score, and Barboursville trying to increase their lead back to 7.
Souter gets trapped underneath and has it taken away by Ingram. Ingram looking up ahead for Parks, but had it intercepted by Chapman. And she's been so good at that here in this tournament. Gives it over far side. Pratt slings it into the middle. Souter has to get out of the paint. Does so. Gives it off to Felix. Now to Chapman. Dribbles into the paint, and she'll draw contact.
I'll call that 2 shots. As they said, Chapman was in the air in the act of shooting on that when the bump came. So it's a chance for Barboursville to increase their lead back to 7.
Call that on Bella Dingus. That'll be her first. Morgan Bryant set to check in now for the Tigers. Chapman sinks the first free throw. Chapman led Barboursville yesterday with 14 points. Barboursville just 2 of 5 from the free throw line yesterday. It's not a whole lot of trips for them. Second free throw through as well. 3 of 3, Barboursville starts from the line here tonight.
Offensive foul, I believe.
Yeah. That's Bella Dingus again. That's her second now. Coach Browning not happy about it. But now let's see, he's going to stick with Bella Dingus in this spot. Again, she has those 2 fouls. Third team foul against Chapmanville here in the first quarter, as now they're going to go to a 2-3 zone. Into the corner, Chapman launches another 3. This one too strong. Rebound comes into the corner. Here comes Chapmanville trying to cut into this lead, trailing by 7. Ingram into the center, forces up a shot, no good, and that'll go out of bounds off of Chapmanville. And that time she just tried to do a little too much.
Yeah, that was the first time we've seen her really force anything at the basket there. She was pulled up from about 18 feet away, off the dribble with 3 defenders around her, and that'll be one that she'll want back later on.
Pratt will calmly bring it up the floor here, over to Chapman. Now they swing it over far side, Souter. Over to Ripley. She'll launch it back up front. Park's got a hand on it. Ball loose, and now here comes Dingus with it. Drives in right side. Too strong on the layup. Rebounded by Park. She'll bring it back out with 20 seconds left. Pass deflected into the corner, and we're going to get a tie up here, and the possession arrow will go over to Barboursville.
A good hustle by Parks to get that offensive rebound, and then it was a good hustle by Barboursville to tie up Chapmanville there on the block. And right now the quarter has not gone Chapmanville's way, Chris, but you're only down 7. If you could somehow get a stop here and go into quarter number 2 just down 7, you'd probably be pretty happy about it.
Now they bring Parlier back in here for the final possession. Again, she knocked down 2 threes right out of the gate to give Barboursville this lead. Chapman's going to try again for 3. This one gets halfway down and pops out. Parks with the rebound, 3 seconds left, racing into the front court. Down to 1, has to heave at the horn, hits as the quarter comes to a close, and a big bucket for the Lady Tigers heading into quarter number 2. We'll be back after this as you're watching the Chapmanville Middle School Holiday Tournament with us right here on the D&D Sports Network.
Here at Appalachian Medical, our team has extensive experience in dealing with respiratory disease. That's why we specialize in respiratory products and disease management. We want to bring our knowledge and know-how to help patients live a healthier life. Appalachian Medical was developed by clinical professionals. We have more than 30 years of combined experience in respiratory disease management, case management, critical care, and more. Our respiratory therapists are skilled and compassionate. With offices in Kentucky, West Virginia, Indiana, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, let us be the ones you trust with your medical health care. If you're looking for a friendly and fun atmosphere to enjoy your daily cuisine, come to Cheech's Pizza in Lenore, West Virginia. Cheech's Pizza has world-renowned cheese sticks, delicious pizza, and the best subs in the pizza and pasta game. Don't forget to take advantage of our milkshake shop located inside. Bring your family down to meet ours. We are the place that treats you like family from the second you pull in the parking lot. We look forward to seeing you here at Cheech's Pizza. Gracie and Tate merchandising has become a staple here in the Danville and Madison community. They'll make sure you find that treasure that's been eluding you. Everything you need under one roof. New items at discounted prices right here at Gracie and Tate Merchandising. Go Skyhawks! If you was pushed out of the area because of loss of work in the coal industry, look no longer. Jim Marr is here for you. Jim Marr is now hiring for all positions in the coal field. Stop by their offices in Logan, West Virginia or in Wheeling, West Virginia and apply today.
Start of quarter number 2 here from Chapmanville Middle School and the Christmas in the Ville Holiday Tournament. Chris Kidd with you. James Barker alongside me as Chapmanville turns it over on the first possession of the quarter as Ingram traveled. Parlier tries a 3, comes up short. Now the outlet pass almost stolen, but Dingus comes up with it. Dingus now in trouble. Pass taken away by Chapman. The turnovers galore here to start the second quarter on both sides. Chapman gives it up to Parlier. Now far side to Pratt. Back over to Chapman. Is this her time to get one to fall? Nope, it's short. Rebound coming down to Parks, and she'll be fouled by Souder.
And that was a frustration foul from Chapman there. She has yet to hit one from the right wing over there, Chris, on about the 6th attempt that she's had. And then she goes and fouls immediately because of just being frustrated. You can even see on the bench her face just upset. And picks up her, I believe, her second foul.
Yeah, it is her second, and she does get a talking to from the coaching staff after the fact, just try and get her calmed down. Again, they need her a lot in this game, and picking up her second foul this early is definitely something they weren't hoping for. As Chapmanville trying to cut this to one possession on this trip. They've trailed by as much as 8 here so far in the first half. As Ingram could be offensive. Let's see what we get here. Now they're going to get this on Barboursville, it appears. That's going to go against Pratt. So that was close there. A lot of contact, but Pratt did not beat Ingram to the spot.
I have it up on the scoreboard as 32, but it was 23 that
now Parks will launch it. Yeah, Parks launches a 3, and that one too strong. Rebound comes down to Parlier.
I'm incorrect. That was 32. My fault.
Yeah, it's pretty. I just had the numbers backwards. As Felix tries a jumper from the right elbow, comes up with nothing but air. Rebounded by Ingram, but stripped away. Put back up by Pratt, and she'll lay it up and in.
With a big steal and a big turnover there as Chapmanville had clawed back to 5 and had a possession, but Ingram lost it. Pratt able to get it.
Over to Bryan. Her shot blocked by Parlier, taken away by Barboursville. So again, they've kept Chapmanville at arm's distance ever since they've gained that opening lead. Now a chance to build on it. If they score here, it'll be the largest lead they've had in the first half. Pratt back up top to Parlier, near side. Driving in is Felix, out of control that time on the shot, no good, but it goes right to Pratt and she'll lay it in.
Pratt, right place, right time, off the backside rebound on the left block, able to go up and get it. It's the largest lead of the game for the Lady Pirates and almost another Chapmanville turnover.
And it is another Chapmanville turnover as it went off of Ingram. As Coach Browning, trying to argue the case, but Jeannie Lilly was right in the right spot that time, and she did see it correctly. That did touch Ingram last.
And the question becomes, Chris, is what adjustments can the Lady Tigers make here in the second quarter to try to get this to a respectable halftime deficit?
That's going to be the big question moving forward if they can't slow down Barboursville on the offensive end. Is going inside. A lot of contact there between Lewis and Souder, but they say last touch out of bounds by Lewis. It's 19-10 in favor of Barboursville. A bit of a surprise here out of the gate for a lot of people in the stands. They inbound it, trying to get it to Felix, and it's ripped away by Ingram. Here she goes with a head of steam back the other way. Up the right side, too strong on the layup, tipped out of bounds, last touch by Dingus.
You can start to see frustration on Ingram's face. That's a shot she feels like she should make probably almost 100% of the time. And right now, just a little bit of frustration on the Chapmanville side as they're not getting their normal shots to fall.
And again, she had 36 last night. So far tonight has 6 out of the gate. Is underneath Felix. Jumper is good. Neve Felix, and the lead has swelled to double digits now.
Tell you what, Pratt made that play happen. Drove hard, then went to the high post, and Felix able to make the jump shot as Parks is fouled there on her drive.
That'll be on Souders. That'll be her second.
Chris, you're running into a situation right now. If you're Chapmanville, what the adjustment you might make is go hard at the Lady Pirates right now. Try to draw some fouls, get them into foul trouble, and get yourself to the foul line.
I agree. Again, that's 3 team fouls they've got now on Barboursville here in the second quarter. As Lewis chases it down in the corner, turns around and throws it away to Parlier. Again, just didn't seem to notice that Parlier was standing there and threw it right to her. Now over far side, Pratt, 3 on the way. This one's going to be short. Rebound ripped out, taken away by Woodruff. She'll lob it up ahead. Parks into the front court. Barboursville getting back so well on defense and a block by Felix. They've outscored Chapmanville 6-0 here in the second quarter so far as we're halfway through it. Now over far side, Pratt shuffled her feet and an easy travel call.
Chapmanville needs a really good possession here, Chris. And I think you're going to get a reprieve if you're Coach Browning as Barboursville takes a quick 30-second timeout.
Yeah, so again, 21-10 in favor of Barboursville, 2:52 to go here in the second quarter of this championship game on the girls' side of the bracket. And again, the boys' championship coming up approximately 20 minutes at the conclusion of this game between Chapmanville and Williamson. And while we have a moment, we're going to try and take a little bit of a break and listen to some of our sponsors, James.
Yeah, Shayna O'Brien-Thompson seeking your vote for circuit judge for Logan and Mingo counties in May of 2024. Vote for Shayna O'Brien-Thompson, your choice for a fair, respectful, working circuit judge. This is paid for by the committee to elect Shayna O'Brien-Thompson.
So again, we're here at Christmas in the Ville holiday tournament from Chapmanville Middle School. Chris Kidd and James Barker with you. Here for our third game of the day between Chapmanville and Barboursville.
I got really excited for half a second, Chris.
It's inside, they go to Lewis. Back over to Ingram. Ingram lost control of it, taken away by Pratt. Pratt, baseball pass up ahead. Parlier catches it cleanly, but didn't have a good angle on the layup. Rebound, though, deflected back, and Barboursville just getting to every loose ball right now. And the ball bouncing their way a lot here in the first half. Over far side, Felix, long 2 on the way. He's going to be off the mark, but there's Nebe Felix on the rebound, and she'll put it in.
Over Ingram, too, which makes it even more impressive. Felix able to give Barboursville their largest lead of the game, and Chapmanville just struggling right now in their offensive sets.
Now another Chapmanville turnover. This Barboursville defense has been suffocating in the first half. Almost a steal from Ingram. Pratt gets it over. Parlier looking for another 3. This one off the mark. There's Felix on the rebound, and she'll be fouled.
Chris, if that wasn't a microcosm right there of the way it's gone for Chapmanville in this game, I don't know what is. You had Chapmanville turn the ball over, and then Ingram looks like she's going to get a steal and maybe have an easy layup, and as she knocks it away, the ball rolls between her legs right to another Barboursville player, and they get it down the floor for an easy layup. They're fouled, and they go to the line.
That foul going to be on Lexi Lewis. A high-arching 3 throw there by Felix, and that nearly banked in, but off to the left. Now another attempt here. That's the first miss from the free throw line here tonight for Barboursville. Boy, oh boy, that's a high arching shot. It's James Barker grade school level.
It is. It's like to the rafters high.
And now it looks like we're going to get a lane violation here on Chapmanville. And boy, this has just been a Murphy's Law first half for the
really
Lady
has.
Tigers. Now let's see if she can convert on the third attempt. Another high archer, and that one catches the net, but not the bottom of the net. So that'll give it back over to the Lady Tigers. And they really need to try and find a spark here in the last minute 56 of this first half to have something to go into the locker room to build on.
Yeah, right now you need one of those like 6-0, 7-0 mini runs to kind of end the half, try to get it to 2-3 possessions and see if you can get it. And right there, that's going to help a whole lot with Ingram going to the basket.
That was much needed as Kendra Ingram converts inside and draws the foul. So a big chance for a 3-point play now to try and ignite this Chapmanville club, as they've just laid dormant so far here in the first half with Barboursville dominating play. As Ingram's free throw bounces off the front rim and through. She's now got 9 points here in the first half.
There's part of your mini run right there, 3-0 quick run, and now Chapmanville's going to perk up the pressure.
Nice job patiently getting up the floor, but then an errant pass inside goes to Lewis. Here comes Woodruff back the other way. Inside, runs into a wall, and Parlier, and she'll travel with it.
That was a great job by Parlier there, Chris, of standing her ground. She was either going to draw the charge or she was going to create a turnover one way or another, and she did just that.
And that's where, more experience, you learn to stop on that or try and get a little sidestep action or something of that nature. That time just kind of barreling in there worked against Chapmanville. Chapman has it stolen away by Ingram. Ingram looking up ahead. She'll keep it herself. Goes to the side dribble, almost lost it, turns around, heaves one at the rim, no good. Rebounded by Pratt. Up ahead, Chapman leaks behind everyone. She did this a lot yesterday, but this time the pass a little too far. Parlier, 3, good, her third of the half.
Wow, she has been on fire for the Lady Pirates. And again, the lead balloons back to 13.
And Chapmanville hasn't been able to sustain any momentum here in the first half. Every time Barboursville's had an answer as Ingram draws a block. See if they call this on the shot. Either way, it'll be 2 shots. That's the 5th foul now on Barboursville.
That's correct. So it'll be Pratt's second. So right now, Chris, you're really looking at Barboursville not in deep foul trouble because they've played so many bodies, but at the same time, there's a lot of their players with 2 fouls.
Yeah, that's the third one now that I see with 2 fouls on them on the Barboursville side. Again, you've got Pratt, Souter, and Chapman each saddled with 2. And now Ingram going to try and cut into this deficit. And she's counted for all but 4 of the points here for Chapmanville in the first half. Parks with 2 and Callie Woodruff with 2. Now she's into double figures as Ingram's 4 of 4 from the free throw line. That'll get Felix off the bench. They want to make sure Pratt doesn't pick up another one before intermission. She's been key here in the first half as Pratt. A second free throw swishes through. Now 26-15 in favor of Barboursville. Again, working it slowly up the floor, but now another errant pass. That's going to get away. Who was the last touch by?
So it's going to stay with the Lady Pirates.
They'll inbound from the far side.
Chapmanville in dire need of a quick stop and a score before the half just to get some more momentum or try to maintain a sizable deficit.
That was a great pass by Neve Felix to a cutting Souter that time, and she'll draw the foul and go to the free throw line.
Tell you what, Barboursville has impressed us here in this tournament. Defensively, specifically, Chris, they held Crum to single digits in the first half of the first game last night. And here today, they've held Ingram and the Lady Tigers to 15 so far in the first half.
She knocks down the first free throw. Chance to extend this lead back to 13, and she does. Souter, big this first half. She's got 8 points now, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Again, they're 5 of 7 overall from the free throw line here in the first half. Been very impressive. Now here's Ingram. She stops and pops a 3 online but short. Rebound, looked like 2 Barboursville players knocked it away from each other that time, so a break for Chapmanville. One of the few they've had so far here in the first half. Now Ingram will inbound underneath her own basket. Gets it into Parks. Now it gets away from Dingus, loose on the floor. Picked up by Barboursville, up head to Chapman. Drives in against Parks, can't finish the layup. Rebound taken away by Parks. Down to 15 seconds left in the half. Parks hit the shot to end the first quarter. Now trying to find an opening. Has her pass tipped off of Lewis's hands and out of bounds.
And Parks tried to go to the size advantage on the inside. Lewis just couldn't grab it. And now, if you're Barboursville and you go in to the locker room up 13 or better.
So they could get the final look here of the half as they'll bring it up. Gets it to Chapman. 5 seconds left. She has another 3 all half. And doesn't hear either as Ingram grabs the rebound. Doesn't get a shot off, and that'll do it for the first 12 minutes of action. And a bit of a surprise here After the first half of action, Barboursville leading Chapmanville 28-15 in the championship of the girls division. We'll step aside for a break and be back after this as you are watching the Chapmanville Middle School Holiday Tournament with us right here on the D&D Sports Network.
Come meet the wonderful staff at the Dale Barton Quick Shop. They got all your cold food needs along with tobacco needs. And while you're down there, check out their award-winning hot food items. Once again, located in Dale Barton, West Virginia, the Quick Shop.
If you're looking for a friendly and fun atmosphere to enjoy your daily cuisine, come to Cheech's Pizza in Lenore, West Virginia. Cheech's Pizza has world-renowned cheese sticks, delicious pizza, and the best subs in the pizza and pasta game. Don't forget to take advantage of our milkshake shop located inside. Bring your family down to meet ours. We are the place that treats you like family from the second you pull in the parking lot. We look forward to seeing you here at Cheech's Pizza. Stop by McCoy Dental and let our friendly staff take care of all your dental needs. Whether it's crowns, root canals, teeth cleaning, implants, or you're just in need of some light cosmetic work, we have you covered. McCoy Dental, improving our area one smile at a time. McCoy Dental is located at the Fountain Place Mall in Logan, West Virginia.
Looking for a new healthcare provider? Come see us at Tug Valley Wellness Clinic. We take all patients from the ages 2 and up. Our staff has over 30 years of medical experience. We do everything from DOT physicals, wellness exams, adult and child, walk-in visits, and more. Call us today at 304-236-3601 and reach us Monday through Friday.
At Giovanni's Pizza in West Logan, we got subs, calzones, wings, pizza, and more. Stop by today. Great service with great deals. We also got a newly renovated and remodeled dining room where you can enjoy your game day celebrations or relax after a trail ride. We look forward to seeing you at Giovanni's in Logan, West Virginia. If you got a big job to get done, don't just trust any flagging service. Call Diamond Flagging Service. Diamond Flagging Service keeps your community safe while also making sure it stays moving. Give Diamond Flagging Service a call today for their services. They also offer amazing job opportunities. Diamond Flagging Services, proud supporter of the Mountain Athletes.
Come see us at Trailhead Bar and Grill in Chapmanville, West Virginia, where the locals come to hang out and the trail riders come to visit.
Follow us on Facebook page for our daily specials. We're open 7 days a week here at Trailhead Bar and Grill.
You can give them a call at 681-308-6088. Make sure you follow them on their Facebook page to keep up with all their daily specials and for business and operation hours. Trailhead Bar and Grill, located downtown Matewan, West Virginia.
Whether it's home, life, business, or auto insurance, Scott Ambergy at State Farm in Chapmanville, West Virginia is here to protect the things you love. Call Scott Ambergy today for a free quote. That's State Farm in Chapmanville, West Virginia.
If you're injured in a car wreck, don't delay. Give me a call today, Justin Markham. Here at Markham Law Office, we will fight for you. Don't settle for a handshake and a small check from the insurance companies. Give us a call. Don't take on the big insurance companies alone. We will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Here at Markham Law Office, you're more than a client. You're family, and we take care of family. Give me a call, Justin Markham, attorney at law.
Come down to Trailblazers Outfitters, located right off the 4-lane from Williamson, West Virginia, to hop on your new rental of side-by-sides, dirt bikes, or four-wheelers. They also have four-wheeler, dirt bike, and side-by-side repairs along with accessories, tires, and stereo systems, and a large repair shop. Give them a call today at 859-953-0903 to get your new rental to enjoy the trails today. If you're a business looking to bring utilities underground with little impact to the environment, we offer that with horizontal directional drilling. With the ability to steer around underground objects that may be in the way of conventional ditch digging, we offer the different hole sizes to complete any project. Let the professionals at Horizontal Drilling help you today. Give us a call at 304-928-0587.
Call Restoration One, West Virginia's go-to cleanup crew. Don't let fire, wind, water damage ruin your property. Restoration One can get you back to 100% in the quickest time possible. Our staff here at Restoration One is fast, friendly, and reliable. We got experts that use the latest in technology to remove mold and damages left behind by Mother Nature. Don't just trust anyone. Trust Restoration One.
I'm Elise Hinkle, psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner and director of behavioral health at Coalfield Health Center. Our providers have experience with a full spectrum of disorders. To schedule an appointment with one of our providers, call 304-855-1222. As a community, let's help each other address mental health. We are here for you when you are ready. Coalfield Health Center. Let our family take care of your family.
Call 304-752-3474 and see Missy Birchfield at your good friends at State Farm in Logan, West Virginia. She gives out free insurance quotes, so make sure you see her at State Farm.
If you're trying to rehab from an on-the-field or workplace injury, come to Rebound Physical Therapy and Sports Performance in Chapmanville, West Virginia for all your physical therapy needs. For over 10 years, Rebound Physical Therapy and Sports Performance has been making sure their clients rebound in the quickest amount of time possible. That's Rebound Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. Look forward to seeing you.
The City of Logan is doing many wonderful things this holiday season. They just had their Christmas parade downtown with the Marshall University Marching Thunder, as well as their Christmas lights and all their decorations in the downtown shops. They also held a Team Santa event, which is really neat, where every kid in participation received a free gift from the city. Hats off to Mayor Serafino Noletti, as well as the City Council. They continue to do everything they do to push Logan forward. They're going to have their New Year's Eve fireworks at 7 p.m. tomorrow evening so that all the kids can enjoy them and make some memories before they fall asleep. That's the City of Logan moving forward.
I'll be asleep by 10 o'clock tomorrow night.
I will not. My New Year's now consists of, Chris, hosting some young gentlemen to my right over here, as they're going to have a little New Year's soiree at Casa de Barker.
It's kind of different from the way we celebrated New Year's 20 years ago together, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
A little bit different.
Just a little bit.
Chris Kidd, James Barker.
Ringing in 24, a lot different than ringing in 04.
Yeah. A little bit. Probably for the best. Chris Kidd and James Barker here with you, here from Chapmanville Middle School.
Don't you worry about that, bro.
What?
That was what was said about 30,000 times that night.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I think nearly a fight broke out several times. Yeah, good and bad memories all at once.
All at once.
That kind of triggered me a little bit. That set me off a little bit. We're here at the half in Chapmanville, trailing the Lady Pirates of Barboursville 28-15. And, after watching Barboursville struggle offensively yesterday in that game, and you got a better sense of how good Crum was earlier this afternoon too, when they played Williamson. But seeing them kind of struggle through that game, kind of felt like Chapmanville would come out here and be able to just overpower them with their offense. There'd be a lot more options for them, wouldn't be able to slow them down. But they come out of the gate, knock down a couple of threes, and it just punched Chapmanville in the mouth. And Chapmanville's really just been staggered ever since then and not been able to get a foothold in this game.
You're absolutely right, Chris. Chapmanville's yet to recover from the opening first 3 minutes from this Barboursville Middle School Lady Pirate team as they hit those quick threes from the outside and jumped out to a 9-2 lead very quickly. And Chapmanville's kind of scrambled since. What has been impressive for Barboursville is they struggled handling the ball against Crum a whole lot. Here today against Chapmanville, they have handled the pressure very well. Chapmanville's had to resort to go back to a 2-3 zone, and that's where Barboursville has kind of had some success against.
Yeah, they knocked down 3 3-pointers with Quinn Parlier in the first half, which helped extend that defense of Chapmanville a little bit more. When you look at the first half scoring, it was Parlier leading the way with 9 points, all on threes. Leah Souter with 8 points. Then you had Taylor Pratt with 6 points, Neve Felix with 4 points, and Allie Chapman, who led them yesterday in scoring with 14 points. The only one in double figures yesterday, only has 1 thus far. On the other end for Chapmanville, Kendra Ingham with 11 points, Kenna Parks with 2, and Callie Woodruff with 2. Both teams shooting well from the free throw line. 5 of 7 for Barboursville, 5 of 5 for Chapmanville. So out of the gate, Chapman goes for 3. Again, she had one on line, but just short. She hasn't been able to hit any from the outside here tonight. Now Chapmanville looking to start out strong here in the third quarter. They get it out of Ingram's hands over to Parks. She'll heave one at the rim. That went off the mark, and then Lewis going to get called for a push from behind.
Yeah, that's the right call. Lewis came over the back there and made contact. When you make that contact, that's when the officials are going to call it. As you can kind of see Chapmanville maybe have made a few adjustments as they went into the locker room. Parks there moving to the corner to try to get some shots up.
They go inside. Souter now double team, steps out of it, kicks it out. Parlier into the corner. Driving baseline is Pratt. Nice dish off, rejected by Ingram. But again, these loose balls, 50-50 balls, all going Barboursville's way right now. It's Parlier. Back over left side, Pratt, she'll try a 3. That one will come up short. Ingram grabs the board, keeps her feet in bounds, and she'll take off the other way. Racing up the left side, trying to get to a spot, puts up a tough jumper. How did she find the angle on that?
I don't know, but she used a little kiss off the glass to make it go, and maybe even drew some contact that wasn't called.
She's got 13 now for the game, again 36 last night. Chapman hasn't been shy and continues to stay in a drought as that one goes off the back of the rim.
Hey, look at her teammates going over to her, though, and telling her, keep shooting. That's what you like to see. That's good culture from a club that, that's one of their leaders on the floor in Chapman, and they just tell her, keep your head up and keep shooting.
And I do like that she hasn't lost her confidence to try and go for those shots at this point. A lot of people might have, but they know that they need her on that end. As Woodruff now puts up a jumper from the corner. That one won't fall. Ingram fighting for the loose ball, able to grab it, and now she draws foul.
It looks like Ingram's going to go to the line to shoot 2. You can kind of see Coach Browning's halftime adjustment here, Chris, is, they've tried to work the corners a little bit more here offensively in the first minute and a half.
It's going to be the third now on Pratt. She's the first one to cross that barrier for Barboursville. As Ingram sinks the first free throw, she's 6 of 6 now from the line.
And that's something that you're going to have to look for here as the game continues, Chris, is if Chapmanville can go at these Barboursville players, continue to get them in foul trouble, you may see a shift in momentum and what's on the scoreboard.
She misses on the second. We're going to get a tie-up. Possession will stay here with Chapmanville. So here's a chance now for a big trip. If they can convert, again, Ingram got 1 of 2, but now a chance to score, get this back down to single digits. They lob it into Lewis. Lewis trying to go up with it, and she's called for a travel.
I don't know if I like that call. I don't know if she ever really left the ground on that shot, Chris. That shot attempt, she may have arched her feet a little bit, but that doesn't change your pivot foot or anything like that.
Oh, and Pratt.
Pratt got away with one there.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looked like she traveled. Now Chapman lost it off her foot, able to shovel it back to Pratt, and now a lot of contact, and this is going to be a foul on Chapmanville. As if that's Dingus, and it is, that's number 3 on her. So now she's the first Lady Tiger into serious foul trouble. As Morgan Bryant will check in for her. Chapman will inbound from underneath her own basket. 4:22 to go here in the third quarter. Into Parlier, got caught in midair as again thought about that three, but she saw Ingram flying at her and ends up traveling.
Right now, this is where Chapmanville has yet to kind of crack here, this 10-point advantage. They have yet to kind of get it inside of that since they've had one, and now Lewis has a chance but couldn't get it to go.
It's knocked out of bounds. They're going to say last touch. Let's see, looks like last touch by Barboursville as Pratt thought that it was off of the Tigers. Now Kendra Felix will check back into the lineup as Pratt will check out those 3 fouls. Ingram set to put it in play, lobs it in for Parks. Parks tried to force one inside, knocked away. Now Ingram trying to fight for it. And that was a quick tie-up call at that time.
That's what we didn't see from the previous officiating crew today, Chris, is they let those kind of play out a little bit longer. And to Chapmanville's dismay, that one goes back to Barboursville.
Now Chapmanville going to show full court pressure here. Trailing it by 10. They get it to Parlier into the middle for Felix underneath as Neve Felix gets herself free and she'll lay it up and in.
Yeah, right now Chapmanville trying to push the tempo a little bit to try to claw back into this one. They had played really good defense to start the second half of play, and now you're going to get a whistle there. But, I understand going tempo there, getting some pressure, seeing if you can create a turnover, but tell you what, Barboursville has handled that pressure really well here this evening.
Got the foul on Allie Chapman, and now that's going to be number 3 on her. So you got Chapman and Pratt both with 3. Souter has 2. 2 team fouls against both sides here. 3:38 to go in the third quarter. Parks has it ripped away from her. Up ahead, they give it off to Souter, driving in left side as Ingram may got a piece of that on the way up. Now they shovel it back out. Parlier, another 3, and connects again, her 4th of the evening.
She has just been on fire from the outside, and that is the big difference in this game so far. Parlier's shot from the outside. She has 12 points from the outside, and they're up 13.
Out to Woodruff. Chapmanville needs this, but it's too strong. Rebound comes down loose in the corner. Saved by Parlier. Now taken back, and they're going to wave it off. They're going to call the foul on Ingram. Boy, that was a heck of a play if that had worked in her favor.
You're probably going to see Coach Browning really upset on that one because, well, not that upset. He liked the explanation he got.
Yeah, but it's like we said, just Barboursville getting to every loose ball, winning every 50-50 ball right now. And they lead it by 15 here in the championship with the girls bracket of the Christmas in the Ville Holiday Tournament. Kendra Felix, she'll launch a 3. That one too strong. Rebound tipped out of bounds, and they're going to say last touch by Barboursville.
Yeah, and if you're Chapmanville now, Chris, you've got 9 minutes to find a way to cut a 15-point deficit. We talked about it. They got it to 10. They have not been able to get it under 10 for quite some time now. Got to find a way to get some buckets and get them in a hurry.
And Ingram that time just got caught in midair, lost it out of bounds, and that's the other part. They need other scoring. Again, it's been Kendra Ingram or nothing here in this game. Parks has 2, Woodruff has 2, and other than that, it's been all Ingram with 14 points. So they've been able, Barboursville has, just to key on her on the defensive side, and now a foul called on Chapmanville.
I think that's on Ingram. That was a little bit of a frustration foul from her as well, Chris, and she's picked up her 3rd.
Yeah, so that's big for Chapmanville. Their leading scorer now in foul trouble with 3 fouls, but Coach Browning, he's really not in a position where he can take her out of this game, even if she gets her 4th foul. So up top, Ripley. Tough pass far side. Ingram got a hand on it. Finds Neve Felix. Now knocked loose. Parks grabs it. And a foul in the backcourt against Barboursville. As they're going to get this one. He said 24, but he signaled 20. So that's Souter. And that's going to be her 3rd.
So you've got 3 players now for Barboursville with 3 fouls. And I believe Chapmanville is going to try to take a timeout here, Chris.
Looks like this is a 30-second timeout with 2:17 left here in the third quarter. As Chapmanville trying to find some answers here, trailing by 15. And while we have a moment, James, let's get a word in from our sponsors.
Yeah, a huge supporter of Mountain Athletes, Amber Miller Belcher, Small Town Girl Promotions, in her efforts to help all towns all over the state of West Virginia with grant writing and growth. And singular, she has 13 years of health and wellness coaching, providing people with energy, health, and business building goals. She does a lot with our friend Richie Belcher at Genmar Services to give back, and they just finished giving back to some kids at Birch area schools, and they've also helped with Team Santa. That's Small Town Girl Promotions in singular, Amber Miller Belcher.
33-18, Barboursville leading in the championship of the girls bracket here in the Chapmanville Middle School Holiday Tournament. Again, stay tuned with us. Coming up approximately 20 minutes at the conclusion of this game, we'll have the Chapmanville boys versus the Williamson boys in the championship of the boys division. So stay tuned here on the D&D Sports Network. Underneath they go to Lewis, and another foul call.
Yeah, she got bumped there from behind, and that's the correct foul. And they're going to be close to that bonus for Chapmanville. And really, Chris, right now they've got to try to really get to the foul line. They've got to try to draw more fouls. I think that's their only way to kind of climb back into this one.
And 14 fouls on both sides now. Top of the key, Woodruff going to go for a triple. That one off the rim, no good. Rebound loose underneath, picked up by Ripley. Barboursville in possession here, leading by 15 as Chapmanville only with 3 points here in the third quarter. And only 8 scored total on both sides as Kendra Felix off the mark on her shot attempt. Now Ingram back the other way.
Really good in transition is Ingram.
And that time proves why as she cut into the middle and able to hit the floater. Another whistle and another timeout here with 1:31 to go in the third. We'll step aside and be back after this as you're watching the Chapmanville Middle School Holiday Tournament right here on the D&D Sports Network.
Here at Logan Bank & Trust, we are committed to serving the needs of the southern coalfields. So if you need to borrow money, remember, we are just a click away.
Here at LB&T, we make online banking easy.
We've taken the hassle out of applying for a loan on our new website. It's as simple as going to our lbnt.com website and choosing the loan product that best suits your needs.
Your loan on your time. Visit us at lbnt.com. You're only a click away.
So if you need to borrow money, remember, we are just a click away. It's easy to apply online at lbnt.com, and all decisions are made locally. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Looking for a great selection, great prices, and a great experience on your next ATV, motorcycle, or side-by-side? Come check out Kiefer's Kawasaki.
Our number one goal is to offer you the best power sport experience at a great price.
Like this new 23 Kawasaki Teryx 4 for only $17,999.
Before you write that check, check with us.
And remember, your adventure starts here at Kiefer Kawasaki. Route 44 South, Jerry West Highway in Logan, or visit KiefersPowersports.net.
Stop by Eric Holman Drug today and let them fill your prescription. Eric Holman Drug has been serving the Chapmanville community for over 46 years. They're a proud supporter of the Chapmanville Tigers and all mountain athletes.
(33-20), Barboursville leading Chapmanville here in the finals of the girls bracket of the Chapmanville Middle School Holiday Tournament. Chris Kidd and James Barker with you. Barboursville under pressure in the backcourt, but work it up nicely with their passing. Cross court and a travel called.
Coach Browning dialed up some pressure there, got a turnover off the press. And now, Tigers with a chance to cut into this 13-point lead, which is where it was, I believe, at the half.
Yeah, it's 28-15 at the half. Both teams are 5 points apiece so far here in the third. But Chapmanville's just not been able to have any sort of sustained run so far in this game. And that time Ingram blocked on the way up by Nevaeh Felix. She's been big in this game for Barboursville.
Felix did a good job there of closing out on Ingram, and then Chapmanville gets the foul, and I believe it's going to be a two-shot foul. It should be 5. Should be 2 shots here for Barboursville.
And they call that on Dylan Codaspody. So they'll head back the other way with 1:06 to go. And yeah, like you said, we saw in the first 2 games, a lot more being let go, a lot more flow to the game. This same officiating crew was here last night for the 3rd and 4th game. They're a lot more nitpicky. they're going to blow those whistles. They're going to stop the play and things like that. If they see it, they call it. So that's just going to have to be something, and they'll be the same officiating crew for the boys' game later on. So, they're going to have to adjust to that as well, but it's definitely worked more in Barboursville's favor here tonight than Chapmanville's. His first free throw rolls off for Parlier.
And you're looking, if you're Chapmanville, you've got, for Barboursville, Chapman on the floor with 3 fouls. There's somebody that you can attack. And I think Parlier has 2 fouls. There's somebody else you can attack because she's a scorer. You want her off the floor.
Parlier missed on both, and yet another lane violation. My goodness, we've seen this quite a bit here tonight.
Yeah, and that was Ingram that time, and she got in there quickly for pretty much no reason. She got nobody to box out.
That's what I said. It's just been mental errors tonight for Chapmanville. After Barboursville punched him in the mouth, Chapmanville's just not been able to really get off the floor since then. But Parlier misses both free throws anyway. Ingram under a minute to go here in the third. Gives it off to Parks, now back over to Ingram. Drives a baseline. Floater blocked again by Felix, and now another whistle underneath. Going to get another foul here. Fouls have piled up here.
So they'll send Chapmanville to the line, Chris. Let's see who they called that on. They called it on Phillips, so she picks up her second.
First free throw on the way, and that one too strong.
I'll say this, though, Chris, we're talking about if you're Chapmanville, you're trying to get Barboursville in foul trouble. Well, their fouls are spaced out. There's not just one player that's picking up a plethora of fouls. They've got 3 here, 3 there, 2 here, 2 there.
Cody Spody hits the second. She had 2 points last night, gets her first here this evening. 33-21 now, lead of a dozen for the Lady Pirates. Up ahead, Chapman cuts into the center, breaks across the timeline. Now over to Nevaeh Felix, puts up a long jumper, no good. Maybe not the shot Barboursville wanted right there. Now a chance for Chapmanville to cut it to 10 or maybe below with a 3 on this trip. Ingram to her left, trying to take that baseline, gets jumper off but can't convert, and Felix with a strong rebound underneath. Had it knocked away though by Ingram. She'll go up and lay it in.
Back down to 10. Can Chapmanville get it any closer is the question.
That is 18 points now on the evening for Ingram, single-handedly keeping Chapmanville in this on the offensive side. Nice passing up ahead, Felix underneath, and she'll lay it in for another 2. She's got 8 now for the game. And time runs out here in the third quarter, and Barboursville still leads it by a dozen as we head to the final frame. We'll be back after this as you're watching the Chapmanville Middle School Holiday Tournament with us right here on the D&D Sports Network.
Here at Appalachian Medical, our team has extensive experience in dealing with respiratory disease. That's why we specialize in respiratory products and disease management. We want to bring our knowledge and know-how to help patients live a healthier life. Appalachian Medical was developed by clinical professionals. We have more than 30 years of combined experience in respiratory disease management, case management, critical care, and more. Our respiratory therapists are skilled and compassionate, with offices in Kentucky, West Virginia, Indiana, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. If you're looking for a friendly and fun atmosphere to enjoy your daily cuisine, come to Cheech's Pizza in Lenore, West Virginia. Cheech's Pizza has world-renowned cheese sticks, delicious pizza, and the best subs in the pizza and pasta game. Don't forget to take advantage of our milkshake shop located inside. Bring your family down to meet ours. We are the place that treats you like family from the second you pull in the parking lot. We look forward to seeing you here at Cheech's Pizza. If you was pushed out of the area because of loss of work in the coal industry, look no longer. Jim Marr is here for you. Jim Marr is now hiring for all positions in the coal field. Stop by their offices in Logan, West Virginia or in Wheeling, West Virginia and apply today. Come on down to Three Guys Pizza and Brew in Williamson, West Virginia. We're located on the corner of Harvey Street and 3rd Avenue. We got great deals on pizzas, sandwiches, and more. Get great service with great pricing. Enjoy your birthday or ball games with us here at Three Guys Pizza and Brew. Look forward to seeing you.
Start of quarter number 4 here from Chapmanville Middle School. Chris Kidd with you, alongside me James Barker. As the Lady Tigers trailing it by 12 to start the final frame. Barboursville trying to steal this title on Chapmanville's home floor as Parks rejected on the jumper, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay here with the Lady Tigers. And again, they've got to find some offense and find it in a hurry here, as Barboursville's just played superb defense all evening long. They swing it up top. Good look for three straight on. This one too strong, though, from Woodruff. Rebounded by Ingram. Her putback won't go. Another chance here is Codispoti had it knocked away from her. Now here comes Pratt back the other way. Pratt, head of steam, drives in, and a charge called on her. And that's going to be number 4.
Yeah, that's a big foul as Pratt picks up her 4th and a quick move to the Lady Pirate bench.
That'll be the first foul here of the 4th quarter, and Pratt unhappy with it. She's not been able to get much into a flow either in this game because of her foul difficulty. Chapmanville bringing it back again. Ingram with 18 of the 23 points for the Lady Tigers tonight. Can someone else get going on the offensive end for Chapmanville? Not this time, it appears, as Lewis has it knocked away, but it goes out of bounds off of Barboursville.
Yeah, Lewis has got to get a little bit stronger on the inside and go up strong with that basketball. She's got a size advantage there, Chris, so she could go up and make some baskets for the Lady Tigers on the inside.
Lob it into Park. She'll go for 3. That's going to be too strong. Lewis grabs the rebound off the back of Souter, puts it up and in.
Well, just like we talked about, Lewis able to get the rebound, go up strong. It's back to 10, and we're going to get a timeout on the floor.
As Barboursville signals for time here. Not sure if we have a full or a 30. It'll be a full, so we'll step aside as well with 5:12 to go here in the 4th quarter. You're watching the Chapmanville Middle School Holiday Tournament right here on the D&D Sports Network.
Come meet the wonderful staff at the Del Barton Quick Shop. They got all your cold food needs along with tobacco needs. And while you're down there, check out their award-winning hot food items. Once again, located in Del Barton, West Virginia, the Quick Shop.
Stop by McCoy Dental and let our friendly staff take care of all your dental needs. Whether it's crowns, root canals, teeth cleaning, implants, or you're just in need of some light cosmetic work, we have you covered. McCoy Dental, improving our area one smile at a time. McCoy Dental is located at the Fountain Place Mall in Logan, West Virginia. At Giovanni's Pizza in West Logan, we got subs, calzones, wings, pizza, and more. Stop by today. Great service with great deals. We also got a newly renovated and remodeled dining room where you can enjoy your game day celebrations or relax after a trail ride. We look forward to seeing you at Giovanni's in Logan, West Virginia.
Out of the timeout, Barboursville with the ball, leading it by 10. Chris Kidd and James Barker with you. Lewis with a deflection, none necessary. Saved by Parlier there, and there's a foul drawn, and it looks like Parks hurt her elbow, or shoulder rather, after that collision. But yeah, Parlier had no reason to need to save that ball, and it gives Chapmanville the ball back.
Well, and the bigger news there is that the best ball handler for the Lady Pirates, that's Chapman, picks up her 4th foul.
Yes, and now you've got 3 players with 4 fouls for Barboursville as Ingram is stripped on the inside, trying to get it back, loose on the floor. Felix dives on top of it like she's recovering a fumble, and she's going to be called for a travel.
Chapmanville has yet to get under this 10-point deficit. It has been that way for about 14 minutes. Well, not 14 minutes, about 10 minutes of this game so far, Chris.
Again, you've got Pratt with 4, and now Chapman with 4. Souter still saddled with 3. So over to Parks, and she's still been holding that shoulder since that collision. Ingram, 3 on the way. Would have been big if it had gone, but Parks grabs the rebound, can't hit from in front of the rim. And now Ingram will pick up her 4th foul. That's a big call there. Again, Ingram has been virtually all of the offense here tonight for the Lady Tigers. And with a 10-point deficit, you can't really ask her to be passive on the defensive end either. As Souter stops, pops a jumper, no good. Ball loose on the backside, dug out by Codispoti. Gets it up ahead to Ingram. Under 4.5 to go in the game. Ingram puts up a floater, and she'll draw the foul on Parlier.
And that's what Chapmanville has to do to climb back into this one. Ingram going to the line, attacking the basket. And the chance finally to cut this deficit to single digits.
Ingram 6 of 7 from the line, make it 7 of 8. She's got 19 points now. Kendra Felix will check out of the game for Barboursville. And there's point number 20 for Ingram. She's got 8 of those 20 points from the free throw line here tonight. The lead down to 8. Chapman into the corner. Thrown back out, deflected, but it goes to Chapman. Now they set it up at the top of the key. Back over Chapman. 3 on the way. That one an air ball taken by Ingram. Ingram up the left side. Stop. She's going to take a long 3. Count it!
Oh, a huge shot from Ingram. And we've got a chance if you're Chapmanville now.
Coach Browning had his arms extended as if why whenever she was taking the shot, and well, never mind after she nailed it. 23 points now for Ingram. Parlier looked to answer back. She does!
Oh, my goodness. She is on fire tonight. Parlier, Chris, is that 5 or 6?
That is her 5th 3 of the night. 15 points in all, and now Felix. A foul on the other end. And just like that, though, all night long, every time Chapmanville has had any sort of momentum, Barboursville has stamped that fire out quickly. And that's going to be the 4th team foul now against Barboursville. And Chapmanville's going to burn a timeout with 3:32 to go here in the 4th. Trailing it by 8. And it'll be a full timeout, so we'll step aside as well and be back after this as you're watching the Chapmanville Middle School Holiday Tournament right here on the D&D Sports Network.
If you got a big job to get done, don't just trust any flagging service. Call Diamond Flagging Service. Diamond Flagging Service keeps your community safe while also making sure it stays moving. Give Diamond Flagging Service a call today for their services. They also offer amazing job opportunities. Diamond Flagging Services, proud supporter of the Mountain Athletes.
Come see us at Trailhead Bar and Grill in Huntington, West Virginia, where the locals come to hang out and the trail riders come to visit.
Follow us on Facebook page for our daily specials. We're open 7 days a week here at Trailhead Bar and Grill.
You can give them a call at 681-308-6088. Make sure you follow them on their Facebook page to keep up with all their daily specials and for business and operation hours. Trailhead Bar and Grill, located downtown Matewan, West Virginia.
Whether it's home, life, business, or auto insurance, Scott Ambergy at State Farm in Chapmanville, West Virginia is here to protect the things you love. Call Scott Ambergy today for a free quote. That's State Farm in Chapmanville, West Virginia.
(38-30), Barboursville leading Chapmanville. 3:32 to go here in the 4th quarter. Chris Kidd with you, James Barker alongside me. Parks out of the timeout, takes a jumper from the left elbow, and that closes it back to 6.
Good play design out of the break there to cut it to 6.
That's her 4th point. She had 7 last night against Williamson. Now Neve Felix, jumper on the way, not the shot they wanted with her from that distance, but now a steal almost off the outlet pass, and Parks comes up with it. Parks up the right side, dribbles in on Chapman with those 4 fouls, gives it over. Jumper from the near side, count it! And Chapmanville within 4 for the first time in a while if Woodruff knocks it down. Now trying to trap, they get it up ahead to Felix. Outlet pass for Parlier, over to Chapman. 38-34, Chapmanville trailed by as much as 15 here in the second half. Back over to Chapman, hasn't hit one tonight, doesn't here either, long rebound. Ingram grabs it, races up the right side, she's got to be careful of those 4 fouls. Takes the jumper a little sooner than she might have wanted to, taken away by Pratt. 2.5 to go. Pratt all the way to the rim, can't finish, ball knocked loose. Down on the floor is Felix, and she travels with it.
Tell you what, Chris, this was a 12-point Barboursville lead at the start of this quarter. And Chapmanville has now cut it to 4 with a possession here, a chance to cut it to a one-possession game for the first time since the very first possession of the game for Barboursville.
And again, they jumped out 6-0 after their first 2 possessions, and they haven't relinquished that since. There's Lewis in the middle. Double team, kicks out. Parks, 3 on the way. Off the back rim, no good. Rebounded by Pratt. 2:10 to go here in the fourth. Also, Barboursville, 14 fouls against them. Chapmanville will be in the bonus on the next foul. Only 1 foul against the Lady Tigers. Pratt, 2 minutes to go now. Barboursville telling them to stay patient. Coach Browning screaming to come out now on defense. Pratt back over for Carlier. Barboursville playing keep away now. Chapman cross court for Pratt. 1:45 to play. Back over near side for Parlier. Again, Barboursville's been a good passing team all night up against this pressure. Just trying to drain the clock down now. Ingram's got to be careful. 4 fouls on her. Into the middle, back out. They've burned over 30 seconds off the clock on this trip.
They've done an excellent job so far right now. I think Coach Browning's got to get at least somebody to come out and foul to stop the clock and maybe even take a timeout to try to set up a defense.
Yeah, because they're going to have to start pressuring the ball a lot more than what they are now. Woodruff finally comes out here trying to chest up on Parlier, up against the 5-second call.
And it is 5 seconds.
Did they get a timeout? No, they do give them the 5-second call. Great defense by Woodruff.
Coach for Barboursville asking for the count. He never saw the count. He would have taken a timeout had he saw the count, but nevertheless, it's Chapmanville ball with 1:12. And we'll keep things here, Chris, is Chapmanville with a chance to cut it to a 1-score game.
And they did. Looks like they're questioning to see whether it's a 30 or a full timeout or how many Chapmanville has left at this point. Yeah, Barboursville burned over a minute off the clock that time. Chapmanville does force the turnover at the end, but that does limit the chances Chapmanville's going to have here down the stretch. But they've whittled this down to 4, and they really need a productive trip right here.
Yeah, Chris, right now, if you're Chapmanville, I mean, obviously you want to put the ball in Ingram's hands if you have a chance to, but even a more important thing maybe is trying to get to the foul line, find a way to get to the foul line, attack the basket, especially attacking Pratt or Chapman, who both have 4 fouls.
And Ingram on the other side for Chapmanville with 4 fouls as well. So hoping all of them will make it to the finish line here in what has been a tough comeback for the Lady Tigers, but they've been grinding it out here in this fourth quarter. Trying to get back into this game, but Barboursville's led it wire to wire so far. But can Chapmanville snake it away here in the final minutes?
If you're Chapmanville, option 1 obviously is Ingram, maybe even option 2, but Parks has hit some shots from the outside as well. She might be the next best threat for Chapmanville.
2-3 zone here for Barboursville. They get it near side Woodruff. Back over to Parks. They find Ingram. They get her a look. On the way for 3. It's down to 1. 38-37. Under a minute to play. Championship on the line. In the middle for Souter, and she's hacked. That's only the 2nd foul, though, against Chapmanville, and they can gamble and take a few right here to see if they can force a turnover.
Yeah, not a bad foul there. You're going to have to foul anyway. Might as well gamble on these next 2 fouls and try to go after the basketball and see if you can cause a turnover.
26 points for Kendra Ingram tonight. And now a steal on the inbounds, taken by Woodruff. 1-on-1 to the basket. She's fouled, and she'll go to the line as that'll be the 4th foul on Souter. What hands by Kaylee Woodruff to steal the inbounds pass. And now a timeout for Barboursville. As you can see the panic on their faces heading to the sideline. And now Kaylee Woodruff, a chance to give Chapmanville their first lead of the game with these free throws. She's not been to the line tonight, but has 4 points.
Chris, if you're Chapmanville, this game was almost dead in the water. And going into the fourth quarter, it was a 12-point lead for Barboursville. I couldn't tell you the last time Barboursville has had a basket go in. So this is a Chapmanville team that's been on a run. Got Woodruff at the line to try to tie it, maybe even take the lead. And couldn't ask for a better middle school basketball game.
Chapmanville's outscored them 14-3 here in the fourth quarter, after Barboursville had taken a 12-point lead into the final frame, led by as much as 15 in the second half. And this has been an unbelievable fourth quarter. And you can feel the tension and the excitement in this building right now with this tournament championship on the line, and Kaylee Woodruff going to the charity stripe to shoot 2 now.
And those of you watching on the D&D Sports Network on Facebook, go ahead and share that and try to get some more people watching for us here at the end of this game, the conclusion of this one.
Chapmanville's been great at the line tonight, but it's primarily been Kendra Ingram. As Woodruff, you can hear a hush go over the crowd now as Woodruff set for her first free throw. Off to the side. So now a chance to still tie here for Woodruff. 47.7 seconds to go.
If you're Chapmanville and it's a miss, you really want Ingram not to foul, but you need a quick foul. Go after the basketball off on the miss.
No good, off to the right. Rebound comes down to Souter. Now pressure by Chapmanville. 42 seconds left. Pratt into the front court, gets it into the middle. Over for Chapman. Doesn't think to shoot here, back out front. Then Chapmanville still has a couple of fouls they have to give before Barboursville will be shooting free throws. And Parks gives one there with 30.6 seconds to go.
Yeah, Parks was trying to foul a lot earlier. She just never got the opportunity to get the person with the ball fouled. So now you're going to get inside inbound. This is where Woodruff got the steal last time, and Ingram almost had a steal there.
Oh, and Ingram fouls out. That a huge call with 29.3 seconds to go. She'll foul out with 26 points in the contest. And Chapmanville's leader and primary point scorer will be gone for the final half minute of this fourth quarter.
Yeah, so right now, Coach Browning got to figure out a way to get his girls ready, get his girls acclimated to a situation where your leading scorer, your captain of the team out here. Right now, Chapman at the line. Chris, I don't know if she scored tonight because she has missed a lot of shots from the outside, but right now she's got a chance to push the lead ahead.
She has 1 point on the evening back in the first quarter. Her second free throw was wiped out because of a lane violation. She had 14 in the win yesterday. She hits the first. And again, Allie Chapman has struggled all night from the field, hasn't been able to buy a basket with a debit card, and trying now to extend this lead to 3 with 29.3 seconds to go. No one under the rebound for Barboursville. It's good. 3-point lead for the Lady Pirates. Now Chapmanville has to find an answer on offense without Ingram on the floor. Who's it going to be? They're going to extend the defense here, really extend the pressure at the three-point line. Pass gets away, and a turnover. Barboursville's pressure causes a turnover on Chapmanville, who didn't really seem certain what to do without Ingram on the floor on the offensive side.
And now they're going to have to foul quickly, go after this basketball, try to get a steal.
They get it into Chapman. She's going to hang on to it here. Gives it off to Pratt. 17 seconds left. Now over. Chapmanville's got a foul. They can't waste any more time, and they finally do. With 13.3 seconds to go. Again, they don't have the opportunity to be selective at this point. And that's going to be on Codaspody. That'll be her third.
It should be the fifth foul on Chapmanville. You got to find a way somehow, if you're Chapmanville, to even on a make, you got to score quick and hope for the best, so to speak.
One free throw would clinch the championship for Barboursville. No good on the first.
Got to be a 3 on the other end, Chris. Has to be.
Souter was 4 of 4 at the line tonight before that miss. Everyone back on defense right now for Barboursville. Chapman starting to creep over. No good. Chapmanville still has a pulse. Up ahead. Woodruff dribbles in, and we get a whistle and a timeout from Coach Browning with 9.3 seconds to go. So a chance for Souter to clinch the championship at the line and couldn't come up with either. After Woodruff had a chance to tie or take the lead for Chapmanville on the other end with about 50 seconds to go, and she couldn't convert. You can feel the pressure from both ends here.
I'd like to thank our sponsors for this evening's broadcast: Rebound Physical Therapy, Tiger Ice Cream and Grill, Restoration One, City of Logan, Genmar Services. Vote Shayna O'Brien Thompson, Circuit Court Judge 2024. Small Town Girl Promotions and Singular Amber Miller Belcher. Diamond Flagging Company, Candle Shop Florist, Tudors Biscuit World, McCoy Dental, Aracoma Drug, Gracie and Tate Merchandise, Tuck Valley Wellness Clinic, Scott Amberg at State Farm, Coalfield Health, Horizontal Drilling, Giovanni's of West Logan, Wild Wonderful Smoke Shop, and Missy Birchfield at State Farm. A lot of thanks goes to our sponsors as they make these broadcasts possible and moments like this possible for these young ladies on the floor.
It's been an exciting championship game. Barboursville on the verge of springing the upset here against the Chapmanville Lady Tigers. Chapmanville has to have a 3 to send this to overtime, and they're going to have to do it without their leading scorer, Kendra Ingram, who fouled out a moment ago. So now what are your options? Parks and Coda Spody, likely the best looks, along with Woodruff from the outside. As they'll get it in, a trap sprung, they get it over. Dingus looking with 5 seconds. They go inside. It's tipped out. Down to 3. Down to 2. Dingus is going to have to heave one. They're not going to get a shot off. And Barboursville stuns Chapmanville and wins the Christmas in the Ville Girls Championship 40-37 here tonight. What a game. What a finish. And congratulations to both sides. What a game this was here tonight. We'll step aside for a break and be back after this to recap as you are watching the Christmas in the Ville Holiday Tournament right here on the D&D Sports Network.
If you're injured in a car wreck, don't delay. Give me a call today, Justin Markham. Here at Markham Law Office, we will fight for you. Don't settle for a handshake and a small check from the insurance companies. Give us a call. Don't take on the big insurance companies alone. We will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Here at Markham Law Office, you're more than a client. You're family, and we take care of family. Give me a call, Justin Markham, attorney at law.
Come down to Trailblazers Outfitters, located right off the 4-lane from Williamson, West Virginia, to hop on your new rental of side-by-sides, dirt bikes, or four-wheelers. They also have four-wheeler, dirt bike, and side-by-side repairs, along with accessories, tires, and stereo systems, and a large repair shop. Give them a call today at 859-953-0903 to get your new rental to enjoy the trails today. If you're a business looking to bring utilities underground with little impact to the environment, we offer that with horizontal directional drilling. With the abilities to steer around underground objects that may be in the way of conventional ditch digging, we offer the different hole sizes to complete any project. Let the professionals at Horizontal Drilling help you today. Give us a call at 304-928-0587. Looking for a new healthcare provider? Come see us at Tug Valley Wellness Clinic. We take all patients from the ages 2 and up. Our staff has over 30 years of medical experience. We do everything from DOT physicals, wellness exams, adult and child, walk-in visits, and more. Call us today at 304-236-3601 or reach us Monday through Friday.
Welcome back, everybody. Chris Kidd and James Barker with you. Barboursville knocks off the Chapmanville Lady Tigers 40-37 in a thrilling girls championship matchup as they're announcing the all-tournament team right now. as Woodruff, Parks, and Ingram making it for Chapmanville. As you look at the final scoring, Ingram led the way tonight with 26 points. Kendra Parks with 4. Callie Woodruff with 4. Lexi Lewis with 2. And Dylan Codaspody with 1 to round out the scoring for the Lady Tigers. On the other end, Quinn Parlier with 15 points. Then you had Leah Souter with 8. Nevaeh Felix with 8. Taylor Pratt with 6. And Allie Chapman with 3 round out the scoring. And it's time now for our Tug Valley Wellness Center player of the game, James. And we both kind of agreed during the break, Ingram, great game, 26 points. But if you're going on the winning side, it's got to be Quinn Parlier. She hit the 2 threes to start the game, hit 5 threes in all, hit the 3 that stopped Chapmanville's run momentarily in the fourth quarter. Every time they needed a big shot, it seemed like she found it, even where they were spaced out tonight. Every time it came at a big moment.
Yeah, she was really on fire from the outside tonight, Chris, and it was the shots from the outside that was the difference in the game for the Barboursville Lady Pirates.
Again, Chapmanville falls, but in an exciting finish here tonight against the Barboursville Lady Pirates, 40-37. We still got one more game coming your way here tonight on the D&D Sports Network as the Chapmanville boys set to go up against the Williamson boys in approximately 20 minutes here on the D&D Sports Network. So don't go anywhere, folks. We've got one more exciting one, and this one will be an exciting contest coming your way here shortly. Again, final score, Barboursville 40, Chapmanville 37 in the girls bracket final. We'll be back in approximately 20 minutes right here on the D&D